Hey there, I hope you're enjoying the consecration preparation so far. We are on to week 3, and this week our theme is going to be a special concentration and focus on Our Lady. So if you're familiar with the Louis de Montfort consecration, each week has a theme that sort of goes around to get to the point of union with Christ. And ultimately that's our goal for everything we do, including this consecration. We're going around the Holy Family and understanding ourselves, our relationship to God, and then we're going to go now deeper into the work and life of the Blessed Virgin as she relates to Saint Joseph, as they relate to the Incarnation. And again, this is just helping us fill out our minds. We're learning here. We're growing in knowledge so that we have a deeper encounter with truth, with the truth and He who is truth. So as we're learning these different pieces of truth, they're all different ways that we can bring ourselves closer to truth as we grow in our union with Christ, again, through the sacrament of our baptism. So this week's concentration and focus is on the Blessed Virgin. We're going to talk about her life and also give some reflections to the way that Saint Joseph would have also experienced these realities about the Blessed Virgin. And ultimately, he's going to show us how to take Mary into our homes. Like we reflected on last week, Joseph was the first to take her into his home. And then on the cross, Jesus tells John, the beloved disciple, which is really all of us, to take Mary into our homes. Joseph went first. We follow Joseph in doing so. And in that way, we unite ourselves to Joseph, and with Joseph, take Mary into our homes all together. It's a big family ordeal. It's the Holy Family, and we're participating in it, especially again through Christ and ordered towards total union with Christ. A couple of notes I wanted to make also besides that is, I posted this in our Facebook group. If you're not on Facebook, it's important to recognize that there is a spiritual battle being waged for your soul. There are powers and principalities. There is a battle of evil spirits and good spirits, your guardian angel, and the saints, and those who intercede for you. And there's a real battle, Scripture tells us, with these evil spirits who want to take you away from God. Now, anytime you do a devotional act, you're making yourself a little more visible to some of those evil spirits. And a consecration is a significantly powerful act of growth and holiness and giving yourself over to a path of virtue in union with God. The devil doesn't like that at all. Evil spirits don't like that. There's a whole sort of theology of demons, demonology, and a study of these spiritual beings, of these angels. And we've lost touch with that in our culture. I think that's a real problem. But we do have a guardian angel. You need to pray for your guardian angel's intercession. Pray, obviously, for St. Joseph's intercession through this consecration and Our Lady. And pray for the grace and the Spirit to enlighten you, to know how you are being attacked. And so we know through the spiritual exercises also of St. Ignatius, the emotional life that we lead is influenced by spiritual realities. So have you been a little bit irritable? Have you been a little bit impatient? Have you been tempted by sins from your past that maybe you haven't been tempted by in a long time? Are there things creeping up that are taking away your peace? Those I want you to look at with a little different perspective right now and look through this lens of spiritual battles being waged. Remembering that you're fighting for the good end, on the good side, towards virtue with this consecration. That means that there's going to be a counterattack coming from the evil side. And that is going to take its form in things that will make you lose your peace. So the first step is, and then one of the most powerful things is just illuminating the problem. If we illuminate where these things are coming from, maybe you stop blaming your spouse, or you stop blaming your kids, or you stop blaming your boss, or whoever it is that's causing you to feel these things, and realize that there's really a deeper cause. And then we reapply ourselves to the life of virtue, and usually that illumination will lighten the weight of the temptation, and the cloud will be lifted, and you'll see what it is for what it is, and then also see the solution. And it'll be easier to know, okay, I have to get back to my prayers. I have to get back to my routines, my exercise, eating right, sleeping better. Who knows? There could be all sorts of things going on. But I wanted to just make that point to say that there are reasons why you may be going through something right now through this consecration. So I hope you enjoy this week's reflections. Jen Settle, once again, is the main author for this week's reflections. She wrote last week's reflections as well. And so this week she's going to be exploring the life and virtue of the Blessed Virgin, especially through the lens of the life with Saint Joseph. God bless you.